the offense?
Well, yeah. Other than the head coach's inept scoring system, no. Obviously, very happy that our guys competed and ended up being injury free on the day. Was good. We got the guys in there that we wanted to see for we had a set number of series for the first two groups on each side of the ball. Wanted to get some live kickoff work. Wanted to get some live punt work and get out injury free. Had a great day. Incredible. Our fans are amazing. They try to limit them. They try to hold them back with the restrictions on the parking and construction and the limited capacity, and then they broke the record for food donation. So I mean, again, just awesome effort by everybody all around, and now we take the next step in the next few weeks and months ahead, getting our guys where we kind of turn it over to them, and it becomes their team, along with Coach Radcliffe and the strength and conditioning crew. They kind of turn into their own unit right now, and that's where we believe the guys that we have on our team really flourish. Just the character and the leadership, all the things that we've tried to build and foster through recruiting and developing that takes over. So, questions?
I know you got to look at Phil, but for Marcus and Jake and Jeff, initial impressions of how the quarterbacks performed?
Marcus was really clean. He did a nice job. Did a really good job. I guess that would have been in the second quarter. We were flipped around. Had a little stagnant play up front, and he was, in his way, getting after him in the huddle and talking to him, and just again taking another step in his maturity. But I thought he played well. We didn't do obviously a lot offensively from a scheme standpoint, so he was a little bit limited that way, but did a nice job with what he did. Jeff and Jake did some good things, did some things that they're going to watch in film and go, it's kind of day one, a couple day one mistakes by each guy in terms of just a couple missed throws here and there. They made a couple plays where we had some dirty routes and stuff that we needed to clean up, but took a step forward.
They both started with 3 and outs. Did you sense any tension from the younger guys coming into the afternoon or morning, I guess, or anything like that?
I didn't sense any tension, that's kind of just how it happened, yeah. But that's, even more importantly, I think for that is, and I think we talked about this a little bit the other day, a game like this is where you see that happen. A guy needs some adversity, and oh my gosh, there's however many thousand people watching. How do they bounce back? And I thought they both, Jake had a couple drops, Jeff had a couple drops. Again, that's where a guy's going to kind of slow down and second guess himself, and you can't do that as a quarterback.
Braylon Addison looked pretty strong out there on the field. How would you characterize his day?
Good and typical of his spring. Braylon had an outstanding spring. He's a guy that kind of early on in fall camp last year, the offense kind of came easily to him, I would say, naturally in terms of learning and all those things, and was a couple steps ahead of almost everybody else of the newcomers, and that allowed him to play early, and he didn't play as well as he can, which everybody's that way, I guess, as a freshman. But we had a great talk transitioning between kind of winter phase, I guess, and through spring ball, and he had an outstanding spring. And so this now is his new standard as we go forward.
Coach, your offense is a special preparation for most teams, but definitely not your own. Given the fact that your defense is familiar with your offense, were you A, shocked with the way your offense went through them today? B, does that mean anything in terms of great for the offense or bad for the defense, or is it just one of those days and it just isn't it?
Yeah, definitely just one of those days. I mean, there were days, in spring when it was exactly the other way. And so that's the thing about a spring game and spring ball is you're going to have, if the corner breaks down and there's a route going there, there's an issue. If the corner breaks down and it's a run the other direction, nobody notices. So it's kind of just how that all played out of a bunch of starters not playing a whole lot. Obviously the guys at linebacker that are new. Joe Walker again showed up today, stood out a couple times, especially on special teams to me. But yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that. And again, that was more on, that's my poor scoring system.
Okay.
Yeah, you mentioned the scoring system. Just again, did Nick Nick talk to you at all about the lopsidedness of bringing out only 1 point?
No, I mean, again, yeah, that's why, you know, the scoring system, the red shirt, that if it's not 100% real live football, somebody's gonna be mad. You know, the D-line's over there, well, I got one hand on the touch and 2-hand touch, and you know, sometimes it's the opposite. That, you know, the quarterback would have broken the tackle and gone for 70 yards, and so no, the biggest thing is our guys competed, and that's all that matters. You know, you try to throw the scoring system on it to make it, you know, more realistic, but maybe after fruit, what was the final score?
65-10.
I reviewed the film before I came out. It was actually 65-64.
Did not point for tackle.
Do you feel better? No.